My name is Micah Tofilau, and I am 20 years old and I go to Hutt City Court. Dance is a huge part of my life. To me, it means to express yourself in so many different creative ways. You don't have to speak, you just dance and you learn how to feel things, you learn how to let go of things through dance, let loose in dance, and it brings a lot of joy to people as well. Dance has given me all these opportunities to do that, and it's awesome that people have seen that, that I love dance and they've encouraged me to step up into it. All these opportunities have come, so it's great. When I was probably about 5 years old in primary, my parents encouraged me to join the poly group, which is probably my first kind of dance experience ever. So I did that for a few years and people saw that I loved doing it. And then I started teaching at kids camp. So that was kind of my first dance opportunity within the Salvation Army. I'd also started doing jazz. I was about 10. After a few years, I got asked to assist a class with the director, which is scary as heck. And it was good, it was great learning. A few years after that, she was like, oh, do you want to teach your own classes? And I was like, oh my gosh, yeah. And so then I started teaching jazz and hip hop to lots of kids. And this opened up so many opportunities, especially in the Salvation Army as well, because it's my first year teaching dance minor, which is super exciting. So my first encounter with God that I can remember was about 10 years ago. We had a service at Upper Hutt Core. It's a Salvation Army youth event. I don't even remember what the sermon was about. They had a speaker there and he just shared his testimony. And then after that, they started worshiping, and then I started crying. I was bawling my eyes out. I had one of my leaders, Abby, come and pray for me, and I was like, yep, this is God. And that was probably my first ever proper encounter where I was like, okay, this is big. Since dance is a way that I can easily express myself without talking, I love dancing during worship. When we do all the mosh pits and, to me that's celebrating God through dancing. And that's where I go hard and I get most confident. I really struggled with knowing what my passions were, and that kind of leads into what your purpose is as well. The sermon from last night, Nathan spoke and he said don't wait for it, just go for it. And I think we can get so caught up on feeling we're not good enough, we're too old, we're too young, we're not smart enough. But I think you should just go for it, and if that's in God's plan for you, then He's going to make it work. And if it's not, God's got another plan for you and He will redirect you to that plan, and it will be even more amazing than you've ever imagined. Talofa, I'm Micah, and this is my story.